A very good morning to everyone. This is the sum we will be doing today. Following is the summary balance sheet of Suyog Limited, a non-listed company as on 31st March 2012. In the liability side, we can see share capital given. Under share capital, authorized share capital is there. 10 lakh equity share of rupees 10 each, 1 lakh. But this 10 lakh authorized shares are just the limit. We cannot consider it while totaling the balance sheet. The actual share capital is the issued share capital from 10 lakh shares, 8 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each, rupees 8 paid up. So how much is the issued share capital? It is 8 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each, rupees 8 paid up. So this is a partly paid equity share. But one thing is very important, partly paid equity shares cannot be bought back. So first this has to be made fully paid up. So firstly what we will have to do, ये 8 rupees paid up जो है उसमें जो balance 2 rupees है, because the share is of 10 rupees and it is only 8 rupees paid up, so balance 2 rupees has to be called up and the shares have to be made fully paid up. The shares have to be made fully paid up. Then in the reserves we have general reserve, profit and loss account, securities premium. All the three can be used for the purpose of buyback. So all the three are the sources for buyback. Then we have secured loan, 11% debentures 20 lakh, and we have unsecured loan, bank term loan 20 lakh. So here in the long-term borrowings, we have two type of debts, secured and unsecured. We have 11% debenture, that is also the debt capital, and bank term loan. Bank loan is also a long-term borrowing, that is also debt capital. So total 40 lakh is the debt capital. Then we have current liabilities, creditors, bills payable, both are current liabilities. Trade payables come when we add both of them, creditors and bills payable, we get the trade payable. Then in the asset side, we have fixed asset, land and building, plant and machinery and furniture. All the three are fixed assets. Then we have non-current investment, long-term investment, 15 lakh. In current asset, we have debtor, bill receivable, bank balance, and stock. The company decides to buy back the maximum number of equity shares as may be permitted at a price of rupees 20 per share. So offer price is given. We know at what price we will have to purchase a individual equity share, that is being given in the question, 20 rupees. One share is of 10 rupees. So 20 rupees means 10 rupees is the premium. We know the buyback price, offer price, we know it is 20 rupees per share and one share is of 10 rupees. So remaining 10 rupees will be the premium. Find out maximum number of shares to be bought back and pass journal entries and prepare balance sheet after buyback. So this is the question. Let us start the solution. So first we'll have to find out, calculation of maximum number of equity shares to be bought back when offer price given. So our first note is to find out the sources of buyback. What sources we have? We have general reserve, 10 lakhs. Then we have profit and loss account, 50 lakhs. Then we have securities premium, 20 lakhs. So how much is the total coming of reserves and surplus? How much is the total of reserves and surplus? Add all the three, 10 lakh, 50 lakh and 20 lakh. It is coming to be 80 lakhs, right? 10 lakh, 50 lakh and 20 lakh, which is equal to 80 lakhs. Now second, what we have to find out is 25% of own funds. So for this, we want two things, reserves and surplus and share capital. So reserves and surplus from note 1, how much it is? 80 lakhs. Next one is own fund, means share capital and reserves and surplus. Under share capital, we have only equity share capital. We don't have preference share capital in this sum. Equity share capital. But as we know, for the purpose of buyback, we can take only fully paid equity shares. So number is, we can only consider issued share capital. Authorized is just the limit. So authorized equity shares are how much? Authorized equity shares are 8 lakh. Equity shares of rupees 10 each. Rupees 8 paid up. This 8 paid up has to be made fully paid. 2 rupees का जो balance call है, final call, that has to be called up when we will be doing the journal entry. First, we will make this 8 rupees because partly paid shares cannot be bought back. We will have to make it fully paid, and face value is 10 rupees and 8 rupees is only called up. So remaining 2 also we will call up, and this equity share will be 8 lakh into 10. How much it is coming to? Correct? 80 lakhs. So this will give us our own fund. Own funds will be, add both of them, 1 crore 60 lakh. So now what we want? 25% of own funds, that is 1 crore 60 lakh ka 25%. How much is this coming? 1 crore 60 lakh ka 25%, it is coming to 40 lakhs. So now our next step, minimum equity, minimum own funds. So minimum own funds is how much? For that we want the own fund. Own funds we will get from note 2. How much it is? 1 crore 60 lakhs. Now less 50% of debts. And debts is how much? Debt means long-term borrowing. Debt means long-term borrowing. long-term borrowing में secured भी है और unsecured भी है. So दोनों is both of them together is 40 lakhs. 11% डिबेंचर 20 lakhs. बैंक लोन 20 lakhs. तो दोनों को ऐड करेंगे तो इट विल बी 40 lakhs into 50%. How much is it coming? Correct? 40 lakh ka 50% is 20 lakhs. So how much will be the minimum own fund? Minimum own funds will be 1 crore 40 lakhs. 1 crore 40 lakhs. Now next one, we let us also find out because offer price is given. Because offer price is already given, let us find out 25% of paid up equity. So for that, we want our equity share capital is how much? 80 lakhs. Into 25%. 80 lakh into 25%. How much is it coming to? Is it 20 lakhs? 80 lakhs ka 25%. It is 20 lakhs. So maximum number of shares will be how much? 20 lakhs divided by face value, that is 10. That will give us how much? That will give us 2 lakh shares. 2 lakh shares. And offer price given, we can maximum number of shares that we can buy back is 2 lakh shares, and as per the condition, we can maximum buy back 2 lakh shares. Less than that is okay, but more than that is not okay. So maximum number of shares that we can buy back as per the condition, it is how much? 2 lakh shares. Offer price given is how much? Rupees 20 per share. Now, what will be the buyback at offer price? Multiply 2 lakh into rupees 20 will give us how much? 40 lakhs. So we got, now what we have to find out? We have to find out maximum possible, this is our fifth one, maximum possible amount of buyback. It will be least of 1, 2, 3 and 4. Tell me what is the least? From 1 it is 80 lakhs. 2 it is 40 lakhs. 3 it is 1 crore 40 lakhs. 4 it is 40 lakhs. So which is the least one? 40 lakhs is the least one. सबसे छोटा क्या हुआ इसमें? 40 lakhs. 40 lakhs is the least one. So after this, what we can do is the maximum. This we got. Now we have on the maximum possible number of shares. Maximum possible number of shares. This is, how do we get it? Maximum formula is maximum possible amount of buyback divide by offer price. We already know offer price of buyback. The buyback offer price. So maximum possible is 40 lakhs. Maximum possible amount of buyback is 40 lakh. Offer price given in the question, it is 20. So how many number of shares can be bought back? 2 lakh equity shares. So how much are the number of shares that can be bought back? It is 2 lakh equity shares that can be bought back. So we now know the number of shares to be bought back. Now let us do the journal entries. Journal entries in the books of Suyog Limited. Let us add the columns. Serial number, particular, LF, debit, credit. So first one here will be not for due. Normally our first entry is for due, amount due on buyback. But here our first entry will be for making the partly paid share into fully paid. So we will require final call amount. So equity share final call account debit. How much we want? 8 lakh shares pay. 2 rupees we want. How do we know that 2 rupees? See here 8 lakh equity shares tha given in the question, and 8 rupees he paid up hai, but 8 rupees paid up means partly paid shares, and partly paid shares cannot be bought back. To buy back, we will have to firstly make this fully paid. So 8 to 10 rupees का share है, 8 rupees ही paid up है, means कितना अभी भी final call करना बाकी है. How much amount has to be called back from the shareholders if one share is of 10 rupees and only 8 is paid up? 10 minus 8, 2 rupees has to be, still it is remaining to be called up. So final call is of 2 rupees. सो कितना होता है 8 लाख इंटू 2, इट विल बी 16 लाख। ये जब हम कॉल करेंगे तो हमारा इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल विल इंक्रीज बिकॉज लाइबिलिटी विल इंक्रीज। तो क्रेडिट में दिखाएंगे इट इज हाउ मच 16 lakh being final call due. This is the entry for due, being final call payable or being amount due or payable on final call. फाइनल कॉल ऑन इक्विटी शेयर भी लिख सकते हैं। सेकेंड वन, receipt of final call. Question may they have not told that there is any defaulter of final call, means everyone has paid the final call. There is no defaulter of final call, means each and every shareholder has paid the final call. तो final call को से पैसा मिल रहा है तो what comes in? Cash bank account debit 2 rupees from 8 lakh shares, so it is 16 lakh to what is it is फाइनल कॉल मिल गया तो उसको कैंसल करते। जब ड्यू था फाइनल कॉल इट वाज इन द डेबिट एंड व्हेन रिसीट ऑफ फाइनल कॉल डेबिट का ऑपोजिट क्रेडिट 16 lakh being final amount received on final call, being receipt of final call या amount received on final call. So now the shares are fully paid. Now buyback can happen. Earlier the shares were not fully paid, तो पहले हमने fully paid का due entry पास किया फिर receive किया. Now we can go for the buyback. तो first entry is equity share capital account debit. due का entry पास करना है, 2 लाख शेयर्स को बाईबैक करना है। 20 रुपीज में एक शेयर का फेस वैल्यू 10 है, सो हाउ मच दिस विल कम 20 lakhs। तो 20 रुपीज में बाईबैक किया, फेस वैल्यू अगर 10 है तो प्रीमियम ऑन बाईबैक कितना होगा? हाउ मच विल बी द प्रीमियम ऑन बाईबैक अकाउंट? 2 लाख शेयर पे 20 रुपीज हमने ऑफर प्राइस रखा एंड 10 रुपीज इज द फेस वैल्यू। तो अबाउट 10 वॉट एवर वी आर टेकिंग विल बी द प्रीमियम। ये पूरा पैसा हु विल गेट? दिस होल अमाउंट विल गो टू इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर्स अकाउंट। दिस विल बी 20 plus 20, that is 40 lakhs, being amount due on buyback, being amount due on buyback. Now we will have to pass the entry for CRR. For that we will have to come to the working. Nominal value of equity shares to be bought back. It is how much? कितना शेयर्स बॉट बैक कर रहे हैं हम? 2 लाख शेयर्स बॉट बैक कर रहे हैं एट रुपी। एंड व्हाट इज द फी नॉमिनल वैल्यू? नॉमिनल वैल्यू इज 10 रुपीज। नॉमिनल वैल्यू मीन्स फेस वैल्यू, इट इज 10 रुपीज। इससे लेस करेंगे नॉमिनल वैल्यू ऑफ फ्रेश इशू of shares. This is not given in the question, so it is nil. So whatever amount we will contribute for the nominal value, it will be from CRR, because fresh issue nothing told, it is nil. So our sources for CRR. What sources we have? We have general reserve, but general reserve is having only 10 lakh. तो अगर जनरल रिजर्व लेंगे तो हमें एक और रिजर्व लेना पड़ेगा, because we want 20 lakhs and general reserve is having only 10 lakh. So if you want, you can take the general reserve and you take security premium or PNL account, कोई एक ले लो, because अगर general reserve लेते हो तो only general reserve is not sufficient. ओनली जनरल रिजर्व में सिर्फ 10 लाख है, हमें 20 लाख चाहिए, तो इसलिए मुझे दो रिजर्व नहीं लेना, इसलिए मैं पीएनएल अकाउंट ले रही हूँ. आई एम टेकिंग द प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट बिकॉज इट इज हैविंग 50 lakhs. प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट इज हैविंग 50 lakhs, तो मुझे तो सिर्फ कितना चाहिए, आई वॉन्ट ओनली 20 lakhs. प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट, आई वॉन्ट 20 lakhs फ्रॉम दैट. तो ये लिया तो प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट विल कम हो जाएगा बिकॉज वी आर यूजिंग इट. इट्स अ लाइबिलिटी. लाइबिलिटी मीन्स क्रेडिट बैलेंस यूज हुआ तो डेबिट में बताना पड़ेगा. टू व्हाट इज गेटिंग क्रिएटेड, टू CRR अकाउंट 20 lakhs. इसको बोल सकते बीइंग CRR क्रिएटेड. नाउ प्रीमियम भी है, प्रीमियम में भी देयर इज प्रीमियम ऑन बाईबैक 20 lakh. 1 minute. Premium on buyback, we have premium on buyback 20 lakhs. उसके लिए also we require a reserve. So what we can do, we can again use PNL account because PNL account में 50 lakhs है. Or what we can do, we can use securities premium. It is up to us what we want to use because there is sufficient amount in PNL account. हम चाहे तो दोबारा PNL account भी use कर सकते हैं and no one will say that you are wrong. या तो we can use security premium also, then also no one will say that we are wrong because there is not said that कोई भी रिजर्व को मिनिमम यूज करो, ऐसा भी कुछ बोला नहीं है. तो हम कोई भी रिजर्व को फिर हम जनरल रिजर्व एंड पीएनएल अकाउंट या जनरल रिजर्व एंड सिक्योरिटी प्रीमियम ऐसे दो रिजर्व को भी यूज कर सकते हैं. सो इट इज फुल्ली अप टू अस दैट हाउ वी यूज. सो आई एम यूजिंग सिक्योरिटीज प्रीमियम नाउ बिकॉज उसमें पूरा 20 lakhs है एंड मुझे 20 lakhs ही चाहिए. तो सिक्योरिटी प्रीमियम यूज करेंगे तो वो डेबिट हो जाएगा बिकॉज इट्स अ रिजर्व. क्रेडिट बैलेंस यूज्ड अप होगा तो इट विल बिकम डेबिट. एंड प्रीमियम ऑन बाईबैक विच वॉज इन द डेबिट, अभी क्योंकि इसको यूज कर लिया कैंसल करते वक्त डेबिट का ऑपोजिट क्रेडिट, इसको राइट ऑफ कर दिया हमने. बीइंग प्रीमियम ऑन बाईबैक रिटर्न ऑफ, बीइंग प्रीमियम on buyback return of. This is also done. Now finally we can make the payment. So पे करेंगे तो ये जो इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर्स डेबिट में सॉरी क्रेडिट में था, नाउ पेमेंट के टाइम पे इसको कैंसिल करेंगे. सो दिस विल बिकम डेबिट एंड व्हाट विल गो आउट, पे करेंगे तो कैश बैंक विल गो आउट. कैश बैंक अकाउंट हाउ मच करना है, 40 lakhs. सो 40 lakhs will come in both the sides being amount paid on buyback, being amount paid on buyback. So all the journal entries done. Now they have also asked us to prepare balance sheet. So Mrs. Suyog Limited. Suyog Limited. We want balance sheet as on, we don't know the date, but after buyback. Let us add the columns. Let us adjust the columns. Particulars, notes to account, rupees. So first one is equity and liabilities. इसमें equity means capital A, it's shareholders fund. shareholders fund में small a आता है share capital and small b आता है reserves and सरप्लस. सो नोट्स में शेयर कैपिटल के लिए भी नोट प्रिपेयर करेंगे, रिजर्व्स एंड सरप्लस के लिए भी. सो अवर नोट्स टू अकाउंट वी विल शो द वर्किंग. तो नोट्स टू अकाउंट में पहला है शेयर कैपिटल. तो शेयर कैपिटल हमारे पास ऑथराइज्ड कैपिटल है. पहले तो ऑथराइज्ड share capital. Authorized share capital is 10 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each, which is how much? 1 crores. Then we have issued share capital, which was 8 lakhs, but हमने कितना 2 lakhs buyback किया. So we are having 6 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each. So that is coming to how much? That is coming to 60 lakhs. So यहाँ पे ऑथराइज को काउंट ही नहीं करते हम, क्योंकि ये सिर्फ लिमिट है. दिस इज ओनली द लिमिट. सो वी विल ओनली कंसिडर द इशूड शेयर कैपिटल. we will only consider the issued share capital. If you want to see 8 lakh 10 lakh किधर से आया, it is given in the question. Authorized is 10 lakh equity shares of 10 each, issued is 8 lakh, but 8 lakh में हमने 2 lakh shares buyback किया. So 8 lakh minus 2 lakh, we have 6 lakh and 8 rupees का हमने final call collect किया. तो ये 10 रुपीज हो गया, बिकॉज बाईबैक विदाउट फाइनल कॉल कलेक्शन नहीं हो सकता था. सो यहाँ पे आ जाएगा हमारा 60 lakhs. 6 lakh into 10. Now we'll have to go to the next note, that is reserves and surplus. So इसमें जनरल रिजर्व तो बिल्कुल यूज नहीं किया. जनरल रिजर्व में सिर्फ 10 लाख रुपीस था. फिर हमने प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट यूज किया. प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट में 50 lakhs था, एंड वी यूज 20 lakhs फॉर क्रिएटिंग CRR. $20 फॉर क्रिएटिंग CRR. तो हमारे पास कितना बचा? हमारे पास 30 lakhs बचा. देन सिक्योरिटी प्रीमियम, सिक्योरिटीज प्रीमियम में 20 लाख था। प्रीमियम राइट ऑफ करने के लिए हमने पूरा यूज कर लिया तो कुछ भी नहीं बचा। नथिंग लेफ्ट। फिर कैपिटल रिडेम्पशन रिजर्व 20 लाख के लिए क्रिएट हुआ। 20 लाख के लिए क्रिएट हुआ। 8 10 प्लस 30 प्लस 20 60 lakhs। 60 lakhs, तो यहाँ पे वी कैन राइट 60 lakhs। विल राइट हियर 60 lakhs। इसके बाद आफ्टर शेयर होल्डर्स फंड वी हैव नॉन करंट लाइबिलिटी। लाइबिलिटीज है, इक्विटी मीन्स शेयर होल्डर फंड, लाइबिलिटी मीन्स नॉन करंट लाइबिलिटीज एंड करंट लाइबिलिटीज। तो नॉन करंट लाइबिलिटीज में भी वी हैव लॉन्ग टर्म बोरोइंग्स। लॉन्ग टर्म बोरोइंग्स में हमारे पास दो चीज़ है, तो लेट अस गो टू द नोट एंड शो। लेट अस गो टू द नोट and we will show what two things we have. Long term borrowings, हमारे पास सिक्योर्ड है 11% डिवेंचर्स, 20 lakhs। Let us see in the question, हमारे पास सिक्योर्ड है 11% डिवेंचर्स 20 lakhs एंड अनसिक्योर्ड में बैंक टर्म लोन है 20 lakhs। देन अनसिक्योर्ड में हमारे पास बैंक टर्म लोन है, अगेन दिस इज ऑल्सो 20 lakhs। ऐड करेंगे तो इट इज 40 lakhs। सो यहाँ पे ऐड करके वी कैन राइट 40 lakhs। देन वी कैन गो टू अवर करंट लाइबिलिटीज। करंट लाइबिलिटीज में वी हैव ट्रेड पेबल। गो टू द क्वेश्चन। ट्रेड पेबल्स में व्हाट इज देयर? ट्रेड पेबल्स में हमारे पास क्रेडिटर है 15 लाख एंड बिल्स पेबल है 15 लाख। both are trade together is trade payable, creditor and bill payable 15 lakh 15 lakh. So what we will do, we will go to the working note. We will again make a not working note, notes to account, and we will make fourth one, note number 4. Note number 4 for trade payables. What is there? Creditor 15 lakhs and bills payable is also 15 lakh. And bills payable is also 15 lakh. So are both of them, we get 30 lakhs. So this we will get our total. Now we will go to the next one, assets. In the assets, asset में हमें कैपिटल ए non-current asset, non-current asset में we will write property, plant and equipment. उसके लिए again we will have to go to the note. This will be the fifth note. Go to the fifth note because इसमें हमें बताना है tangible and intangible. So tangible के लिए let us show the fifth note. Tangible assets. So let us see what all tangible asset we have. I don't think we have any intangible assets. So tangible assets में we have land and building, plant and machinery and furniture. 30, 30 and 22 lakhs. Land and building, plant and machinery and furniture. 30 lakh, 30 lakh and 22 lakhs. So let us write down here 30, 30 and 22. Correct? 30, 30 and 22. Add all the three. How much we are getting? Add all the three. We are getting 82 lakhs. So we will write here 82 lakhs. Then we have non-current investment. Non-current investment given in the question. Let us see the amount 15 lakh. Non-current investment is 15 lakh. So we will write 15 lakh. Then next one, we have our current assets. Current asset में we have inventories, then we have trade receivable, then we have B, trade receivables, then we have cash and cash equivalent, equivalents. So let us see the amounts now. क्या अमाउंट है? करंट असेट में हमारे पास डेटर बिल रिसीवेबल, ये दोनों को ऐड करके वी गेट ट्रेड रिसीवेबल. स्टॉक इज 20 लाख, बैंक बैलेंस इज 40 लाख, डेटर 47 एंड बिल्स रिसीवेबल इज 10 ना. बिल्स रिसीवेबल इज 10 lakhs. So let us write the amount. This is 20, inventory is 20 lakhs. Trade receivable के लिए we will have to again go to the working. यहाँ पे sixth note, note number sixth, note number sixth we will write trade receivables. So under trade receivables we have debtors, we have bills receivable. So debtor is how much? Debtor is 47 lakhs. This is 10 lakhs. Bills receivable is 10 lakhs. So total will be 57 lakhs. So we can write here 57 lakhs. Now cash and cash equivalent, we may show here only 40 lakhs का cash था. Now from the first journal entry, यहाँ पे cash नहीं आया, यहाँ पे 16 लाख फाइनल कॉल से मिला. एंड इसके बाद कैश डायरेक्टली इट इज इन द लास्ट एंट्री 40 lakhs चला गया बाहर. So how much cash is left with us? 40 lakhs था, then we got 16 lakhs, then 40 lakhs we paid. तो हमारे पास अभी कितना कैश बचा है? 16 lakhs. Now we will find the total of balance sheet. Take the total 82 lakh plus 15 lakh plus 20 lakh plus 15 lakh, 20 plus 57 lakh plus 16 lakh. Is it coming to 1 crore 90 lakhs? Same way 60, 60, 40 and 30, which is equal to 1 crore 90 lakhs. With this we can see that our balance sheet is tallying. Thank you very much everyone.